We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now it's the Boise State alum, GETyoPOPCORNrdyy.
Missed.
This will not go down. Boom. Still fighting through tackles. A big play there on the first play of the game. And even 50 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And able to work his way down to the 16. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
This is Ajayi. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 3rd down. To throw, it's Brady. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. A very good move, but for a short gain out near the 32. Demario Davis there on the stop.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. first down. This is Geis. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Geis with a carry on second down. Room here to run. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Darius Geis, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Butker now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Bucs now. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Here's Brady. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Well, the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. And that brings up 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Brady. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On the handoff, it's Geis. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
They'll hand it now to Geis. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go now.
This is Geis. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Off the play fake. Here's Rosen. He's got Dallas covered. His tight end over the middle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
'49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9.
Gone.
Geis, they'll try to run it. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Let's go. Green 39.
They'll give it to him up the middle. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Now that's a 3rd down play. A little razzle-dazzle nearly gets them into the end zone, although they do come up a bit short. Now what do you do on 4th down?
And Butker able to put this one through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter, and they've got it here with a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
20.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Finding some room at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Now a play fake here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Here's Ajayi. Able to power through. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They run with Ajayi. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
They'll try to run with Ajayi. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ajayi, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are even at 10 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Gone! 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 Gone!
Now Rosen on first down. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Here we go now. 319. 319. Leopard. Leopard. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
They go play action here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. On second down, here's Rosen. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
From the gun, it's Rosen. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with a jive. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Hey, you got 3. You got 20. 20. Wait.
Now Brady throwing on second down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
So what's the word I'm looking for here about how this drive just started?
Disjointed?
I'll go with that one. I mean, think about it. First down, took a bad loss on a running play. Take the sack on second down. Now they got to come up with something big here on third.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the gun, it's Brady. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. To play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. On second down, Rosen. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Throwing now, Rosen on first down. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Here we go now.
Here's Geis. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. To throw on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
They'll start out on the ground with a jive. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Clock running. The Bucs try to go quickly and get set. Brady to throw on 2nd down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Brady now on 1st down. Allen has it left side. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Brady's saying let's go as he'll hustle him to the line. On 2nd down, here's Brady. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Allen. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this 1st half of action. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st down, Brady. He finds a Johnny. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. And he quickly clocks it, and they're going to have a good shot at getting 3 here before the break. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. And Boswell's kick is good. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front, as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the 1st half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the 2nd half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Here we go now. Blue landed.
Rosen again on 2nd and 10. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties. And they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Thomas, the intended target.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
First play of the drive, excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a run with Geis. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. A gain of 3, second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Here's Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Third and long here for Rosen. Over the middle, complete. It's Cole. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Niners on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big 3rd down play there for the Niners. 45 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Geis. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The tackle by Janoris Jenkins.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part of getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
All right, here we go. Blue, landed.
And they'll throw it with Rosen. He'll check it down to Geis. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Darius Geis. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. Butker on for the PAT. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Butker now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Vic Beasley able to make the tackle.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
20!
Looking to throw on second down. Brady looking long for Thomas. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
The Bucs on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Brady. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
To throw on second down, Brady. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. The Bucs on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Wide!
Operating from the gun, Brady. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Rosen will throw. And that's caught inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
They'll run with Geis. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Leopard! Leopard! Here we go now. Blue 90! Blue 90! Hot!
Now it's Rosen. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Rashawn Melvin.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now it's Ajayi. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. Looking to throw on second down. Brady. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
By 20! By 20! By 5-9! Regular!
Throwing is Brady on third down. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Derek Barnett with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bifema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you run.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Stop! 220! Down 80! Down 80! Ready?
To throw on second down. Brady. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. The Bucs on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 11.
Hey, Alabama.
To throw is Brady. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. And Boswell's kick is good. And that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Well, I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cole. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
No. Check. Patriot.
They'll run it here. This is James Lane. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And now it's Rosen looking. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Clay Matthews coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. He's going to air one out. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Derek Barnett in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Wait 20. Ready?
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completions to use the clock.
Hey, wait 20! Wait 20!
And they'll go on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
29, Alpha! Wait 20, 380!
Throwing now is Brady. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Wait 20!
Shotgun now for Brady. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
And they'll run it here. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll go down at the 28. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And Boswell's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
He's back to throw. He gets it in the hands of Geis. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. they become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Potter. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
He'll look to throw. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Corey Liggett makes the stop.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact,
and down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. A costly sack. They'll have to use a timeout here. And barring a defensive penalty, they'll be looking at one final play. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
One final shot here for Rosen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So they're